Good morning, everyone. How are you this morning? Y'all, it feels like it should be any day except Wednesday. I mean, I love holiday weekends and weeks where the holidays attach to a weekend. But man, it sure messes with my head because I just feel like it should be any day except Wednesday. How about you? And I have to have my coffee, y'all. As you join me this morning, please say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. And this is something else I want to know. How many cups of coffee does it take for you to get going in the mornings? Because for me, it takes quite a few. I can tell you that right now. All right, let's see. We should have some people joining here any minute for Craft Round the Clock. This is a segment I'm doing this morning for it, and hopefully everyone's going to be popping on here very, very soon. But in the meantime, I got to have me some coffee. So I've got my cup ready to go. I hope you do too. So I'm beginning to see some eyes pop on. One thing I need to do while we're kind of waiting for a few to join us is I need to pin a couple of things in the comments. Let me pull this up, make sure my volume's down so it's not all weird. Let's see here. Here we go. And I have something I want to put in the comments because this morning I'm opening my vintage mystery box from Custom Southern Co. And I want to share with you the link. So let me stick this in here and let me try to, and why will it not paste? Even though I tell it. So let me go grab it again. Here we go. Copy. Y'all, technology can be amazing or it can be a frustration. Here we go. Okay, now I have to pin it. And that's always a challenge too. And I always forget from time to time. And of course, it also depends on the device you're using. Okay, let's do this. It opens. Well, everything's being a little wonky this morning. Imagine that. Oh, goodness. Pin the comment, please. So, how are y'all doing this morning as you're jumping on here? As I'm trying to pin a comment that won't pin. Ah, y'all, the struggles are real. Well, oh, it took me to the link. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that in the comments. I'm not going to worry about pinning it. I'll just leave it in the comments and see if I can get my live to pull back up so that I can be sure and see y'all. Oh my goodness, y'all. So, enough of that. We're just going to move on. Part of me just keeps thinking, I can do it. I can do it. I can conquer this. So I'm seeing you guys. There's Jane. Good morning. And my friend Tracy and my friend Rena and Chris. I am so glad y'all are here. So listen, this morning we're going to do two things. We're going to open my monthly vintage mystery box from Custom Southern Co. And you guys, I've put the link in the comments. Good morning, Diane. How are you, my friend? And there's Gina Sue. Good morning. I'm so glad to see you. Okay, so y'all, last month I opened it. It was so much fun. It's like Christmas. So I met up. This is Chastity Williams with Custom Southern Co. And I met up with her, and we traded boxes. She is giving me her vintage box, and I'm giving her my paint kit, and we're just kind of helping each other out like that. Good morning, Shirley. How are you, my friend? I'm so glad each and every one of you guys are here this morning. Y'all, this is like Christmas. What's going to be inside? Oh, okay. We're going to start with a little thank you note. This is thank you for your order. I hope this package brightens your day as much as your order has brightened mine. Isn't that sweet? And then she's got a little QR code on the back that will take you, and she has a live vintage sale every Sunday night at 6:30. So that's very cool. Oh, you guys. Look, look at this. Oh my goodness, is that not beautiful? It's like a ornamental thing that came off of the side of a dresser or a drawer. That's what it makes me think of. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I just love this. That is so cool. All right, let's dig a little deeper. Here's something that's very interesting. Wonder. Oh, how cool is this, y'all? Look at this box. I wonder where that came from. Y'all, I'm brand new to the vintage stuff. I'm learning, but I'm brand new. But this would be something like you could keep. It reminds me maybe, I don't know, like little pocket knives or something, and it's got this little lid that just kind of sits right on top. Isn't that cool? Oh, I think I've got it backwards. I think it actually goes this direction and slides. There we go. That's how it fits. Oh, isn't that cool? And y'all, this box has the dovetail edges where it's put together like that dovetail. I guess that's what that's called. That is very cool. Oh, I love it. Oh, my mind is racing what I can do with these things already. Okay, let's see what it, oh, there's at least two more things in here. What is this? Oh, how cool is this, you guys? Chase and Sanborn coffee tin. Look at that. Very, it says 5 cents off regular price. Oh my God, I don't think I've ever seen that. Maybe when I was a little girl. Look at that. 5 cents off regular price. Isn't that neat? Oh my goodness. Yes, it is a homemade box, isn't it? Oh, isn't that neat? Y'all, there's something inside of here. What is it? Okay, I'm gonna set this right here to the side. Oh my goodness. Y'all, it's like Christmas. Oh, look at this little blue glass dish. It's got the little legs on it. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the etching. And even here on the bottom, look at the etching. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness, I just love it. I would probably use this to keep my rings and like my studs in. I tend to just lay them on top of my jewelry box, but immediately that's what I think of. Put my rings and my watch in there at the end of the day. That is so cool. Oh, chastity. All right. What is this? One more thing. What? Oh, you guys. So this is like 3 of some kind of a really thick cardboard. I'm trying to think back in the day, they probably put rings or something on it. Does anybody know what these are? But what do I see? My brain sees Christmas trees. That would be very cool. If somebody knows exactly what these are called, look, they've got a hole in them. And I'm guessing you would stack, you could, wouldn't that be a neat tree to get different size rings and stack them and paint it all? Isn't that cool? But there's a set of 3. But do y'all know what this is by chance? I don't. So, Chastity, if you hop on here, let me know what this is because that is very interesting. And it's textured. I just wonder what that was used for. It's so cool though. Does anybody know? A yarn holder, possibly. Thread spools, maybe. Thread cones. Those are some great guesses, you guys. I have no idea, but they are really awesome. Okay, I'm going to set this box out of the way. That's everything out of the box. So let me show you. We'll just recap for 1 second. So this coffee tin, Chase and Sanborn coffee. I wonder what it real price was because it says 5 cents off regular price. So it makes me wonder what was the original price. But that's very cool, very vintage looking, isn't it? It's real rusted and that's neat. And then these cones that we're not quite sure what they were used for. This little ornamental piece. And I don't know if I can get close enough where you can see the design on there. Good morning, Janice. Chris, hi, you guys. You have some from the Old Standard Knitting Mill. Oh, really? Oh, my goodness. Good morning, Chicky and Francis. So this, I just think that just screams, put me on something. It reminds me of like what would have been on the front of a dresser drawer or something very ornamental. this very cool little box, y'all, with the slide on lid. It kind of popped off. I think it's missing part of the little edging, which just adds to its character, but the lid just slides on and off. And that is so neat. I just love that. I always think about my grandparents when I see things like this. And then this beautiful little blue glass dish that's got some beautiful etching on it. And I love the little feet on it. Instead of it just sitting flat, I love that it has these feet where it sits up off the table. That is so beautiful. Chasta, girl, you outdid yourself again, sister. Last month was amazing, and this month is too. Y'all have got to check her out. This is just like Christmas for yourself every month. So you need to check her out. That is so cool. Okay, so I'm going to set these in a safe place right back here. Just a moment. And y'all, I came up with this little craft, and I don't know, maybe y'all seen this before. Yes, thank you so much. Please paint the blessings for me. That would be amazing. So the other day I was in Dollar General and I came across these treat bags for $1. This one's got candy corn on it. And there was another one that has these jack-o'-lanterns, and it's got little bats and stars in different colors. And I thought, yes, please go check her out. I've pinned her link for this box in the comments, so please check her out. And I just began to wonder, what could I do decorative with these treat bags? They've got to have a purpose. So I'm going to split my screen and show you what I'm thinking. So I got at the Dollar Tree, these are just plain white plates. They're glass. They're heavy. I was going to see for sure if it was glass or what it was. It doesn't say. But, I mean, it would break if you were to drop it. So, I got to thinking about, can I use, how will this work to put it on a plate? Now, I've decorated with plates before. Let me get this out. It's kind of stuck to the little sealer. That one may be really wrinkled. I may need, well, it might work. So, what I want to do is, if you don't have any of this, you really need to use something like this enamel. This is by Folk Art, which is plaid. This enamel, and I'm going to adhere these treat bag designs onto the plate. Now, I'm going to need to cut it apart and kind of shape it up a little bit. And you're just going to have some really sharp scissors to do this, because this plastic can be a little challenging to cut. But so you've got to really have some good scissors to do this. Okay. I'm going to get this cut off. And the other thing that you're going to want to do is cut pretty close to the design. You don't want a lot of excess plastic to deal with. So at first I'm just going to cut the bag apart. And you know how these little thin plastic things are, the static in them, they just want to stick to you and all that. So I'm going to be sure and cut away this seal. And I'm trying to kind of leave a rounded edge on things. And get as close to the design. Like I'm going to get really close to these little bats and kind of weave in and out. And then up here at the stars, I just don't want a lot of that excess. Thank you guys for painting the blessings and spreading the dream and all those awesome things. Y'all, thank you, thank you. That just makes such a difference, y'all. And listen, you know, Chastity's got this subscription box. I've got a monthly workshop going on that I'll show you what we're working on this month. I've started a series with that. I'm sorry, I may be out of view for this, but I'm trying to get this excess off and let it just kind of fall to the side here. And we're working on a series of 4 seasons of a chapel window. And the first one is autumn. And I'm actually calling it Pray for Autumn. So this is kind of where we are right now. This is after our first session. We've got the chapel window kind of based in. We've got the siding on the chapel in there. And we're going to be adding some fall elements to this to make it suitable for fall. The next one will be winter. We'll have a spring and a summer. So the next 4 months in my workshop, we're going to be working on this series, and I think it's going to be awesome. So I've got the link for that in the comments as well. If you'd like to check me out on that, I'd love to have you. And it's not too late. The beauty of it is you watch the replays at your convenience, at your pace, back it up, all that. So y'all, it's just a good time to learn some new things. And here's the thing. So I was talking to Chastity about this too, because she's in my paint group and all that. And she said, I'm just going. I said, look, friend, you've got to schedule time for yourself. As moms, as wives, as working women, we are on the go. So you need to schedule time for yourself. Be good to yourself. You will be a better mother, a better wife, and a better worker if you take that time to have some moments of joy. Not that you have to do it every day, but at least once a week, find some time for yourself, whether that's learning something like painting, which is very relaxing. It is not meant to be stressful, or soaking in the tub. Just be good to yourself. We work so hard. Okay, so I'm going to get a flat brush. I'm going to use kind of a medium flat brush. Enough of that, right? Y'all get my drift. All right. You see the cute treat bags and never know. Yes, thank you. What kind of camera? So I have a webcam attached to my laptop, and then I have my iPad for my front view, and it all runs through StreamYard. And I'm in a coaching group, and I asked the question, is Facebook okay with StreamYard? And my coach actually used StreamYard, and she doesn't even use the split screen part of it. So y'all, I'm just putting down some enamel that I'm going to adhere this little treat bag to. And I really love it. It really makes a difference, especially for what I do with a lot of painting kinds of things. Okay, so I've got my little design here, and I'm going to lay it in the center, and I'm just going to work it out and try to get it nice and smooth. And I want to let this dry because we're going to also seal it on there, especially with this being a plate. I need a little bit more right up under this corner. Especially with this being a plate. And you could use it now. If you do not want to put this in the dishwasher, okay? I'm going to use a dry brush to kind of smooth this out. And I'm just going to smooth out some of the little bubbles that are going to pop in here and wrinkles that are going to pop in here, because plastic does not like all those things. So we just work them out like so. We're going to let that dry, okay? All right. The bottle of enamel. This is made by Plaid. Okay. See if you can see that. Let me get it in the camera a little bit better. And it is actually, it just says enamel. It's a folk art brand produced by Plaid. And anytime I do any kind of painting on a plate, this is what I use. So, and I got it at Hobby Lobby. Now I've had this one a little while. At the time, it was like $2.50 for this bottle. And it's the same size as like regular paints are. Oh, okay, Chicky. Thank you for popping in. Good morning, Cindy. You guys, I've missed some comments here. I'm so sorry. Good morning, Phyllis. Let's see here. Making sure I haven't missed anyone. I think I'm caught up. Maybe. If not, I'll check in with you in the comments after the live. I'm sorry, I got tongue-tied there. There's my friend Chastity. Does it glue like Mod Podge? It does adhere to it. This is a very good sealer when you're working with plates and cups and things of that nature. So I use it as a glue. Now, I did experiment with Mod Podge for this project. It does not work as well. Now, there may be a version of Mod Podge. I didn't go that far into it. I just kind of used what I had because Mod Podge does make other versions. So if some of you know of another version of Mod Podge that's made for glass or plates or something like that, please feel free to put that in the comments. I'm going to clean this brush real quick because it's going to take us just a minute to get this next one going here, and I'll show you why. Let me get my brush clean real quick. Hey, Chassida, I opened your box and everybody loved it. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, let me get these little candy corn treat bags out. Now, this is really neat because this treat bag, where the pumpkin one was just on, the design was on one side, this candy corn has it on both sides. So I'm just going to cut right down the side, which will also help remove some of the excess plastic. I hope y'all can see okay. Get some of this moved around. I want y'all to see kind of what I'm doing here. If I can get a good hold on it, I can probably just zip right through it and it wouldn't have to require so much cutting. And I made one of these. I tried both ways. I tried just using the enamel. I let my daughter have it. That came in for Labor Day. So she really liked it and she took it home. And then I did an experiment with Mod Podge. The Mod Podge I have just doesn't work as well. And so I figured I better stick with just the enamel process. But when you guys try this, if you come up with even a better way, please. And I would love to know what your process would be. I'm hoping here just to give you some thoughts and some inspiration, and maybe you can improve on it. Because I have not seen anybody use these clear treat bags for designs. Okay. And by going through both layers, it's kind of getting rid of that seam without having to make extra cuts. That's kind of why I'm doing it this way. And I don't want a lot of excess plastic on here anyway. I could get it to glide through. There we go. All right. Now, one thing I've learned when I get ready, and what we're going to do, let me just show you real quick. We're going to put these candy corns on the edge, and that's just going to be just precious, y'all. That's what I was wondering if it would do the same thing. As in the different version of Mod Podge, it might. I would just encourage you to try. Be ready. I don't have that other version of Mod Podge. I just kind of used what I had on hand. Now, one thing I figured out too in using these candy corns is I really want to keep my row to a couple, and I want to work in small sections. I'm going to have to get me some of the dishwasher safe Mod Podge and try it. I know that there's a lot of different versions of it. So I need to go get me some. I kind of just came up with this one on the fly over the weekend. And you guys, yesterday was Tuesday, but it was Monday. It was a Monday, Tuesday. And it was a long day. In fact, I was going to go live last night and work on this. I'll show you my United States flag thing that I started Monday night, and it didn't happen. It just didn't happen. Yesterday was like, woo-wee, tie a knot and hang on. Sundays are just like that. Okay. Make sure my brush isn't too wet. I don't want to dilute this down too much. Let me just get a new one. Let those kind of gel and dry some. Okay, so I'm going to work in small sections. And I'm just going to put some enamel down just to adhere this. And another reason why you want to work in small sections is because you want that curve to kind of come out and just so it'll lay better on the edge of the plate. But isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. Y'all, there's so many treat bags out there with some really cute designs. Now I'm just going to try to keep a couple, a row of a couple at a time. Work in small sections. I love plate art because you can put this on an easel in your kitchen or dining area, and it just makes an extra little design, decor, whatever you want to call it. So I'm only doing like maybe about 3 or 4 inches at a time. And then when we get all this down, we're going to start sealing it. But I do believe it needs to dry well. If you don't let it dry well, it's going to have creases and wrinkles and bubbles pop up. I mean, you want to work them out, but I just noticed even Let me get up under here a little bit. It just does better if it dries. I had a kind of a clump of, or a big area of enamel right there. Okay, so I'm going to work out some of these wrinkles and bubbles that want to, just because it's plastic, y'all. And you just got to work with it. As it dries, you just kind of work them out. This first one went, and I think too, it matters not to put too much enamel down. I think that makes a difference too. Just work it out. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put down a thin layer of enamel on the next section. I don't believe it will dry too quick. I think it'll be fine. All right. And I'm going to cut this next one. And again, I'm just going to cut away about a double row, R-O-W. And make sure I have the excess plastic removed as much as possible. Okay. Whoops. Turn it this way. And kind of follow the shape of the plate rim. Get my dry brush and kind of work out those bubbles. Make sure we've got some enamel touching every side. I need to put a little more right up under here. Looks like I need some right through there. Maybe not. I might have got it. Just need to press down well. And then just watch it as it dries. You'll need to go back and kind of work out some of the wrinkles. They're not bad. It just depends on how particular you are. There's just some little bubbles I see. I know you guys can't see them on the camera, but I see them. And chances are anybody visiting and looking at my decor, they're not necessarily going to see it either. Okay, let me go ahead and cut my next section. So what y'all got going on today? I've got meetings today and some work to do. And I'm going to try to do another live tonight. And again, I just kind of have to see how my day rolls. But I'll show y'all. Have y'all seen the United States flag I've been working on? I'll just show you. Okay, I'm going to put on some enamel. I'm going to lay it on here. And I also figured out that with smaller sections, like because of the way this bag is shaped, you may have like just one or two that you can fill in, one or two little candy corn designs you can fill in gaps. Just kind of working them, and I'm going to check these other sections, make sure there's no bubbles popping up there. It's coming together really, really nice. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, here's a little section. So this is not really a big enough section to do like a whole row, but I feel like I need a candy corn right there. So let me just cut away one. How about I lay my brush down so I don't get stuff all over me? I'm used to, when I paint, I'll hold two brushes in my hand, like a light brush, a light colored brush, and then a dark brush. There we go. See, you just take that one little one and just put it right in the position where you want it to be, just kind of working out the little bubbles and wrinkles and stuff. Okay. Let me see what y'all are saying here. Oh, I'm sorry, Patsy. I'm sorry. Did your question get answered? Thank you, Janet, for helping me out with questions. Yes, this is a glass plate from Dollar Tree. So $1 for the plate, $1. This bag of package of treat bags was $1 at Dollar General, and this is a package of 15 treat bags for $1 at Dollar General. So $3. $3, you guys. See a little bit of bubbles popping up. You just got to be patient with it. Let it dry well. And I'm going to, this is the back side of that one treat bag. So this one treat bag is going to take care of all the edging on this. So I'm going to get a section, and I'm going to keep it kind of small. It's best to work in small sections. And then try to cut away the excess clear plastic so you just have your design. Got a little piece right there. I'm going to cut away. All right. Get my enamel. And I don't want it to be too thick. I want to keep it kind of thin. That's going to help with bubbles and crinkling and all that good stuff. Just kind of position it, kind of space it where I want it to flow with the design and the pattern, work out the bubbles and the wrinkles. And I've got a gap right there. I want to add one little piece in there. It's because we're dealing with a circle that you kind of have to kind of fill in the gaps and stuff. I'm just, again, trimming away the excess clear plastic. I'm going to put a little bit of enamel right here. Now, I accidentally got too much to suit me. Okay. Just kind of tap that down. All right. We're almost done, you guys. Get my next little section going. Kind of guessing at how much length I need for this space. We're going to go with this right here and see how it works out. Just going to lay this down real quick and see. I may need to trim away some more of it. I do. Get a hold of it. So I'm going to cut back. I'm going to really cut this one back and just fill in from there probably. Let's just do it that way. All right, I'm going to start right here because I've got one little candy corn. I kind of want to work it in right there. Just kind of working out the bubbles and the wrinkles. There we go. I need to put a little section right through here. I think if I cut away this one little candy corn, am I still in? Yes. I have to check, make sure. Y'all get to moving things around, and before I know it, I've got everything outside of the view of the camera. All right, let's put Mod Podge right there. Mod Podge, enamel. I'm gonna put this one little candy corn right there. And then I want to put this little section. I'm trying to think of how I want them to lay. I might turn it. Let's do it this way. Oh yeah, I like that a lot better. There. Okay, I'm just going to work out some of my bubbles and my wrinkles. Got a little piece of plastic stuck to me. Everything looks really good though. And the secret is not to put down too much enamel so it's so moisturized that it just starts to wrinkle and bubble. That's the secret, y'all. Just put just enough so that it sticks. I think right through here, I need more enamel. It didn't stick right through there. So let me just kind of put that down. I could tell there was a difference in that little edge, I think right through here. I didn't have enough enamel. So I'm just going to lay that back down. I think everything else looks pretty good. Looks like there's a little place right here. Just going to lift up a little bit. Got a little spot right here. Just touching up. It looks really good. What do y'all think? What do you think? Is this something you're going to give it a try? Oh, thank you, Chastita. Thank you, sister. Okay, now, once this dries, and I'm going to go ahead and do this. Again, we're not going to lay the enamel on too thick. We're going to keep things kind of thin. We're going to seal it. And just be very easy and gentle. Again, just really putting a nice seal on our design. All the way over it. Cover the entire thing, but keep it a thin layer. If you clump it on too much, it will just be oversaturated and it will not want to cooperate as far as any wrinkles and bubbles. I just really believe that's the secret to making this thing work. I would say even if you guys use the Dishwasher Safe Mod Podge, again, you're going to want to keep things pretty thin. And just try to use the excess of what's on your brush as much as possible so that it does keep it thin. And I'm going over all of it. And then it'll just need to dry well. I even experimented with using my heat tool, my heat gun, to kind of heat up the plastic so that it would work the wrinkles out. And that didn't really work either. This so far has been the best method for me with this. Is just to use the enamel and just be thin with my coats. But this is not really meant for anything other than decor. So you can, I would just hand wash it because you're supposed to be able to do that. It always makes me nervous. I just rather just use it for decor, and just hand wash it if needed. Okay, you guys, that's it right there. What do you think? Is that something you think you might try? I would say it would be food safe, but me myself, if I were going to put this like cookies or something like that on there, I would probably put a little piece of wax paper or something, not necessarily because it wouldn't be food safe, but to help protect the decor even more. Because even cookies can sometimes scratch and stuff. So I would really treat it gently. That's just me. You may be a little braver than me and decide to give it a try, but then again, I would not put it in the dishwasher. If I were going to wash it, I would just hand wash it and not use a lot of saturation with it. So good morning, my friend Terry. Yes, this would be precious for Santa Claus. It would, to put little cookies and stuff for Santa Claus. And I think something like that would be just fine. You could just put a little napkin on there too. I mean, the sky's the limit. But I just think it turned out so cute. So cute. And it's just going to be a nice little Halloween decor. Just to display with a little easel in my kitchen. And good morning, Eva. Oh, thank you, my friend Terry. Thank you, sister. Y'all, let me show you real quick before we go. Let me recap for you. Those of you who are joining late, let's do this because I still have a few minutes. I opened Miss Chastita's vintage mystery box. Her company is Custom Southern Co. And y'all, this is what was inside. Look, this little box that has this little sliding lid. Isn't that neat? Look at that. I love it. Let me change my screen real quick. This is amazing. I just love that. And y'all, it's got the dovetail corners. Can you see that? And it's just so cool. Oh, I just love things like this. Love it. I've got to figure out how I'm going to display it, what I want to do with it. Then, let me grab these. There is this little ornamental piece that looks like it came off the side of a dresser drawer or something like that. I love this so much, so much. You guys, thank y'all. Y'all, these are amazing. Y'all, I put Chastida's link in the comments. I tried to pin it, it wouldn't pin. Then, okay, now Chastida, you're going to have to tell us for sure what these are. So there's a set of 3 of these cones. They are like a really, really thick cardboard, has a hole in the top. And someone suggested that they're yarn cones. Is that what they are? But you guys, when I see these, I see Christmas trees or winter trees. So that's where my brain goes to. I love these. And they're textured. So if I paint them and make them into trees, it's going to have that texture and it's just going to be lovely. They held cotton yarn. Okay, Terry, you're the second one that said that. So Chastida, if you find that, if you think they're different, holler at me. But those are cool. Then there was this 10. Look at this, Chase and Sanborn coffee, 5 cents off. Y'all, I'm thinking when I was a little girl, that's what the kind of prices we had back in that day. But if that tells you anything about how old I am, I don't care. I'm 55. But isn't this neat? And it's real rusted and just screaming vintage. Wonder what the year is on this. Wonder if there's something on here that says. I'm trying to find if there's like an expiration date. No, that was before everybody was worried about expiration dates. So then there was this little dish, this little blue glass dish. It's got little feet on it. Y'all, I just love this. And I was telling the ladies earlier, I'm going to use this to put my rings and my studs when I wear studs, and my watch in this at night. Right now, I just lay them on top of my jewelry box, and they're at risk of being knocked off and all that. So now I have a precious, beautiful little glass dish that I can put that stuff in. Isn't that cool? And so I think that's it. There's usually 4 to 5 things in her box. So you've got to check her out. Let me see. I'm missing some comments. Cheryl says you have one of those wooden boxes, but yours is missing the sliding lid. It says Kraft brick cheese on the side. Oh, isn't that neat? Yes, Terry, I love this little blue dish. All right, let's see here. Okay, I want to show y'all real quick. I started this project the other night. I hope I can do my live again tonight and get back on this. But I started this. This was one of my viewers has her own little company where they do little wood cutouts, and I turned it around so you could see the back. It was on both sides, just this plain MDF, I guess is what you'd call that. And so I started painting a flag all across it. And after I finished my live, I just got in the groove and just got lost in my zone and just started really working on this and the folds and the shadows. And I'm just loving it. I'm just loving it. So you guys will have to join me again. If you're not following me, please follow me. I would love to have you join me over on my page. Oh, thank you. Hey, Emmy. Emmy's the one. Emmy's the one that has. Emmy, put your link in here. Any of you creative friends, feel free. Drop your link in here. I invite you to do so. But Emmy is the one that has her little company that created this little cutout. So y'all need to check her out. She does a lot of different things. But I'm just loving it. I'm loving it. All right. And then before you go, those of you who came late, I have a monthly workshop and we're doing a series of chapel windows. So we just started this past weekend, and the first one is called Pray for Autumn. And we've got the chapel window the stained glass window blocked in. We've got the siding done. Now I'm getting ready to do the detail to the window. Baxter's, what? I know, honey. I know, baby. I know. You got to tell me. There's something you heard. And I'm going to put in a tree with autumn leaves around this. So it's going to be perfect. Then we're going to do a winter, a spring, and a summer, all chapel windows. So if you want to maybe get in on the workshop, it's not too late. You always have access to the replays and work at your own pace, rewind, do all the things. But I would love to have you. It's going to be so much fun. It already is a lot of fun. So we'll be meeting together again to do some more work on that. I'm not, I was watching that movie the other night about Bob Ross and how he could do those amazing landscapes in oil, like in 30 minutes. I'm not that, I don't have that speed. I would love, he just like, woof, 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 and it's done. And it's amazing. He was so gifted. But anyway, do y'all have any questions? Anybody got any questions? What are y'all doing today? Oh, the Christmas vintage box. Is that what you said? I have to go back up here. For the Christmas Barn Trail event. Yes, in November. Listen, and we invite the viewers, you guys, to come and meet us in Metropolis. That's in Chastity's neck of the woods, too. It's not too far from where I live, but that is her hometown. They have the Christmas Barn Trail. It is going to be amazing. And we're going to have a special meet and greet. All of us creators, there's not all of us, but there's about 30 of us that are going to be there. And we're going to meet each other for the first time. Some of us met last month, about 15 of us. And it's just going to be an amazing time. Just really get to know each other better. It strengthens our bond as crafting sisters. And it's just wonderful. Just wonderful. I feel so blessed. So, just to wrap it up, this was our project for today. I used treat bags, just in case you're joining late. And I got the plate is a glass plate from the Dollar Tree, just plain white glass plate. I got these treat bags for $1 at Dollar General, and the other treat bags for $1 at Dollar General. And for $3, have a cute piece of Halloween decor that I can put on an easel in my kitchen or my dining room. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But let me see. Thank you, Patsy. Oh, Terry, I know. Listen, Terry, I got to meet her and just love on her, and it was just so wonderful. So Rena says, today I get to talk with Council for the Aging to figure out, that's really, really a very important thing. Very important thing. So I hope that goes well for you, Rena. So important. All right, sisters. This is it for me for today. I've got a meeting I've got to get to. But did I get a tiered tray, Sister Emmy? I made my tiered trays. So I made a tiered tray for my dining room all out of glass of things I had at home. I'll have to bring that out in one of my lives and show y'all again. But I had a big, Sue, we would love to meet you. You need to come see about us in Metropolis in November. I had a big plain glass platter. And as I've been doing some cleaning out and stuff, I found a glass with designed etching of, it was the base of an oil lamp. It didn't have the globe or anything. It was just the base. So I used that in my center as my post. And then I had a clear Pyrex pie plate that I used as my top. And that I created my own tiered tray with some hot glue and E6000, and it's worked great. I also made another tiered tray, and my daughter took it home with her to Alabama. But I got a faux wood charger at Hobby Lobby. They're like $1. And I got a faux wood plate of the same material that was like $1, or it might have been $2.99, and I got it 40% off or something like that. And then I used a plain wood candlestick from the wood box or wood corner, whatever they call it at Hobby Lobby. And I stained it, and that was my post, and E6000 and hot glue brought all of it together, and it turned out so cute. But I've got pictures of all that on my page if you want to check it out. So sure wish I can. I got you talking to Sue. You guys, I love you. Thank you for being here with me today. I'm going to hop on off of here. I've got to get to my meeting. But you guys are such a blessing to me. Thank you for joining me this morning. Please follow me on Jeremiah Dreams. I would love to see you there and get to know you better. Y'all have an amazing Wednesday, and it is almost the weekend again. I kind of like that idea, don't you? I do. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful day. I will talk to y'all again soon. Love you. Bye bye.